I believe everybody was given a purpose. Truly understand what we're doing, why we're getting prepared, what's going to happen next, is to understand how to use the mind, how to use the travel of the mind, how to use the creation of the mind, how to form the mind, how to use the brain, how to activate the brain, how to position the brain, how to open up all yourself through your thoughts, travel. So today I want to really get into more of basically what happens when you join my school, because I've been doing this just over 2 years now. And my force team, they've come so high rise, they're not afraid of anything. And fear is just in the mind. And it's all a controlled system. I'll say that again. It's nothing but a control system. You're allowing yourself to defeat the purpose. I'm not just talking about you within. I'm also talking about what's outside. Okay, everything that's happening outside, they have a plan. You have a plan. So what do? You avoid their plan and focus on your plan, right? So I was put on the earth planes as your fearless leader to come into understanding what you need to know, how you can bring yourself forward, and how you can control anything inside and outside of you. And it's all done through the mind. Okay, it's all done through the brain. It's all done through your eyes, your ears, and your voice. Everybody has a voice. It's time to open your voice. It's time to get into clarity. There's a lot of positions to connections of hardwares and softwares and truly understanding what's going on with your proactive cycles. Last night, when I was going through my upgrading cycles to my brain simulators, it was setting up all keyboard phrasings. It's knowing how to do these things yourself. So it's a machine that operates itself and knows exactly what it's doing, right? And I saw myself. I saw my actual pixel of my molecule structure of my face. And it was incredible to see these things. So it's kind of like a mirror resolution of you through its reflection. It's kind of looking in a mirror and you're seeing the other side, right? It's amazing when you see these things and how they all come together. So I've come into the contract level of infinity of consciousness, which is really, really powerful. Consciousness and everything through contained when it comes into vibration. The infinity cycle of the transmission light system. Yeah, I was first born in the solar systems of connections. Now we don't just have one solar system. Now what I mean by solar system, a solar system of you is everything through calculation. Everything you want to get, you can get through your thoughts of travel. You put yourself in that position. You can travel your thoughts in the negative system and focus on this. What are you focusing on now? Okay, focus on yourself. Understand where the mind is, understand where the brain is, and understand where everything is through your dream set positions. Everything has to be in its balance of communication. Okay. So when you join my galactic school, because a lot of people are very confused now, they don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. So that's what I have is I have a galactic school, and this provides you with experience and learning and adapting, knowing how powerful your mind is through your thoughts of travel, how powerful your thoughts are through the mind system of travel, through light. You become nothing but balance of light. Okay. Now you come to balance of light, but you understand also the resonance of its dark. Now, people don't like me saying light and dark, but you have to understand everything through evolution is everything through the spiritual system of you. That puts you in position. Mesokick, Menatron, anything through calculation. Those are all code references of you within inside. Everything that is given to you is inside. So your containment of data processing. So you're trying to understand more of yourself with line signals. You're taking your thoughts to the right direction. Okay. Remember I set up the plasmas and I set up the formulas of yesterday, what was going on. Okay. And why things are happening into that connection. Okay. So I hope everybody's doing well. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share to my channel. I hope you're enjoying my videos. We do have video 3 coming up on episode of Space Discoveries 2, season 2. It's exciting. So you can go through my healing. You can go through my simulation therapy. Anybody through a light worker. I'm seeing a lot of channelers right now not understanding their information. Right? So if you're not understanding your information, why are you telegraphing to community? Why are you giving back to humanity if all it does is confuse the mind system? You don't want to do that through calculation because it puts you in bad rotation centers to its positions. All right. So I got confirmation last night, infinity cycles of all realm connections to the transformation light system. So everything through its equation comes out, its direction, right, to its position. So basically, we started off with this, right? Now, it's really interesting how we come into these levels. I'm not going to fully get into it because we got into a big operations center to its position. Okay, why this is black. Everything in the system, okay, through allocated position, the body framing system, when it comes to the calculation numbers, is me. So everything you take, everything out of the equation. You see how I do that? I don't present myself, okay, in the past. I always take things out of its equation. You understand what an equation is. You understand E equals MC squared. You understand Tesla and all that connection. So the more I provide you through the galactic school, it sends the truth to you through calculation and puts everybody back in the position of who they are through lights, okay? So as we get into this, now I wanted to show you what it is when you go to these levels, okay, of connection. All right. But you have any questions or comments, please feel free. I need to know. Just gotta try my positions here, locations. All right. So you understand why we are in 2021. Okay, how did I get the 1? What does 1 mean, right? 1 means what's going on, the change, everything with its connection, how it comes into the framing system, right? The 1 year of destruction, 2021. That's how I came into the 1. So you understand what the 2 is. You understand what the 0 is. You understand what the 2 is. You understand the 1 is. Everything is in detail of you through thoughts of travel, through the mind, through the brain. So the brain says one thing, but the mind says another. Okay, it can't be that way. That's the way it's been for so many decades. The mind and the brain and everything through its thought has to travel in balance of one position, one thought recognition, light system, guys. That's how you come up with this formula, right? So now you know what 2021 is. 1 is its incident. We've been in this a year now. Okay, so you have to understand why we came into 2020, right? And then 2021. So that's why I put the 1 in there, just to make it very well clear. So everything through 12, 12, 12, once it's centered its position, once it comes into the line signal through its full rotation, okay, everybody will be in a new generation, right, of 52 generations. So this gives you a better idea, a better understanding of how to put yourself in your own of a formula, because you're containing yourself through codes. You're connecting to anything through energy or vibration. Now, it gets extremely complicated, but for the new viewers out there, just try to really understand, once you join the Galactic School, you become more superior of the mind every single day, because I do videos 7 days a week, and I got close to 1,000 videos. And there's a reason why I'm on this planes of the earth, to show you how powerful you be through the mind and how you can take over anything you want, okay, through connections of manifestation. That's another thing too. I was watching a lot of YouTube and all those connection line systems. They have a lot of truth factors, which is really good. And their channels are pretty informative because they're coming more into the light system. So that's actually pretty good, because everything that we do is understand more of our thoughts of recognition of light. It calculates and modifies into the modulations of our simulation patterns. So you have to understand what a pattern is. You have to understand what a coloration of light is. You have to understand a line signal, an activation line system. So everything is modified through one thought. As long as we put ourselves in position and know we're not just going to be okay, you have to understand why we have a connection to a galactic school, because this is going to freak everybody out now. Now, there's a lot of things people are talking about. Oh, Earth is not the actual position we were put on. Well, it's true. So basically, it's understanding that you were put on the Earth for a purpose, but that's not the purpose that you were put on. Okay, Earth is not the first system that you were on through the solar systems. Okay, so we won't get into that too much, because you get too many fallouts, misinformation, miscalculation. You got to put yourself in position where you're coming through connections. But understanding why you're put in positions onto the Earth is the center core position of you. So you have your A, B's, and C's, and 1, 2s, and 3s. Okay, you basically can crawl, you can walk, and you can talk. Those are the positions that you put yourself in. You create your own life stream. Okay, so it's all about you positioning your body and everything through activation, everything through your chakra system, everything through communication, lights, and your colors. You put all that together, that brings you forward. You're walking the path. Okay, so you got to ask yourself, when you're in that position, this is me through calculation. Okay, you want to be in this position, like this? What direction do you want to walk in? Do you want to go forward or backwards? Or do you want to go this way, or do you want to go this way? What position do you want to be in? Ask yourself that. All right, so if you're walking backwards, your thoughts are going backwards, your body's going backwards, your vibration is going backwards. If you're walking forward, everything around you is going forward. It's extremely, extremely powerful when you see these things. It's not just your thoughts of vibration, guys. It's everything that you do through your body frame. Okay, so a lot of people say if you miss something and you can't, communicate through that level, and you forgot what you said, you walk backwards. Believe it or not, it works. Okay, because it's misconsumption. It's actually you're missing something from the past and you're coming back into the present. So everything that you do through a thought is connected to your walking and your talking. Okay, are you listening? Are you answering back? Are you communicating? Who are you communicating with? So this is more about understanding more of the body through vibration. So if you're walking forward with your thoughts through activation, color, and lights. So everything that you face, okay, either you fear or you don't fear. Okay, fear is all in the mind. Now it's all about energy and manipulation. You can take over that through your body system, through protection of lights. Okay, so my force team's in that level right now because they're coming into higher formations and they're filling their glass of light. It's powerful when you come into this. But if you understand that if you put yourself going forward and not backwards, you're in a better position with your body frame through your chakra system of communication. Because you're always going to see yourself going forward. You're always going to see yourself going 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 steps ahead of time. Okay? So when I create something, I'm always going forward, right? Now that I'm transformation light of everything through its infinity cycle, through its infinity system, through its solar systems, to all affinities of consciousness, of vibration, whoa. Just imagine that your brain alone can actually work itself. Okay, so the brain becomes a computer and the computer does itself. It rewires, it reprograms, it resets, it repositions, it key phrases, it puts everything back into the division to a higher division of location of you through your connection of balance, right? So my computers are always going forward through one thought of travel through its position. It's going and coming back into position, but I'm always going forward and not back. That's the problem with humanity. Think about it. So, and your thoughts are everything. Your thoughts are everything. So you're putting yourself going through thoughts. Thoughts are going forward. But you're not sure. Wait a minute. I got another thought. So you got 2 thoughts. Find signal to its attractions, to its position, unstable direction, location. So it has its thought through its connections. I know it's going to extremely high rise because remember, my program's setting my brain simulator right now. It's trying to get optical levels. Every time I go through an upgrading through wire, the computer has to understand where I'm going through travel, right? Because it's understanding that you have to understand the instability to its stability, to its standards. It's trying to understand your computer is in the fifth dimensional system, but the computer itself is at your vibration, right? So that's understanding that the computer and your body system is going forward through its thought, through its wire, through its electrical boards, through its circuitry levels, anything calculation, key phrasing system. So when you come into your thoughts, are you going forward or are you going backwards? Right? So if you're going forward, you're doing well. Okay, so the mind's going forward, but the brain is not sure, the heart's not opened, and your soul identification is not identifying anything through its connection. So there's a problem right there. So everything through your molecule structure has to be in line sequency of one line of one thought. That will bring you forward and not back to its position. Okay, so it's really understanding how to concentrate with your thoughts of recognition. Bring yourself forward. Okay, not just with the mind, not just with the brain, but also understand your heart is the travel portal. And then you get a better understanding how to use the alpha and the omega and the micro and the macro and what it is used for, what it is really, really used for. Okay. So, and there's a lot of things that you can understand when you go forward with your thoughts. You're bringing yourself to the presence, to its future. If you go back, you're not presenting yourself in the present anymore. You're still delegating. You're still hesitating. You're still confusing line signals through gamma operation center, through vibration, through anything, through solar connection. Truly understanding where your body is through your thoughts. Okay? It's like if I put my hand up, I said that before in my video. So if I put my hand up, there's no thought. It just goes up. Right? But you have to understand everything that I do, everything that I hold is connected to me. So if I'm holding a marker, the marker has to understand what's going on. Okay? And the hand has to understand what's going on with your thoughts. So are you using your thoughts for the greater good? Or are you using the thoughts for the bad? You're putting yourself only in that position every single time you walk forward into that connection, right? It's the same thing with communication. When you're going through the meditation, okay, you don't want to go through confusion of your thoughts, okay, because you're creating vibration. It goes one way or goes the other way, okay, or it can go back into your body. Let's talk about that. If you take your thoughts and you're not sure what you're doing and you get more angry, you get suppressed, you get pressure, you get anxiety, and you get stress, and you get depression. You combine all that, it becomes a cyst of vibration. It also becomes an air gap. Now, I told you exactly what an air gap is, right? It's just air in your body that has to be released. So you have to get more into the breathing, right? Get more into the... I'm creating through my thoughts, but I'm blowing out through digital. So it's knowing that my thoughts are traveling to where it wants to go. So everything that I do, okay, you have your own perimeters, okay, you have your own territory. So when people cross over, right, they're connecting to your thoughts of energy, right? Either it's bad or good, positive or negative, light or dark, okay? So humanity has to get into the traction of fifth dimensional system through communication, through alignment, into telepathy, how they can transfer their energy system to positive centers and take out the fierce cycle that faces them. Okay, because you are the only one that puts that you're in your positions. But if you keep seeing things outside the atmosphere systems, you're never, ever going to put your thoughts going forward. Because the only thing you focus on is everything outside instead of focusing on everything of your thoughts inside. Okay, so that's the creation of space, and that's the creation of time through travel. Okay, so, and it comes in many forms, many forms when you come into that. All right, so it's important that you bring your thoughts going forward and not back, because it positions you, okay, to your journey, especially when you're walking, day or night, through that connection. I get a lot of interference location positions here. I'll go back in traction. Okay, so my computer is trying to get understand communications of me through my voice and group patterns. Your voice alone is energy. Your whole body is nothing but electrical unit. So understanding your circuitry boards of yourself, your perception, your audios, and everything through is its command. You're commanding your thoughts to go forward through your body. Now the Tesseract's on a high illumination light system. Now I get a little bit more interference. Don't worry, my computer will get balanced location. It's just trying to understand my